Welcome back. We have been gardening for 5 years, organic, pesticide-free crops. Today, we're going to be harvesting a lot of our summer crops. Watermelon is on the way, but we'll touch on a few things that are already ready for harvest, such as our peppers. We'll start with our chili pepper tree over here, which is pouring in terms of pepper harvest. There we go. So there's one, two, countless peppers. I'll drop them into this bowl so you can see. And we're just gonna try harvest as much as possible. As you can see, the stem of the tree doesn't grow to be very firm or strong as opposed to our bell peppers, which stem is a lot more thicker and hardier. So the more we harvest, the more we get. Just gonna harvest our bigger ones and let our little ones catch up. So that's how much peppers we are going to be harvesting. Let's move along to our bell peppers over here. Beautiful thing about our bell pepper plants is that it was overwintered here in our previous season, and it's come back so much stronger. Look at the size of this. We could wait for it to turn red, but for us this is perfect. Fry it with onions and you've got a beautiful dish. Look how many peppers we're getting from just one plant. The size of this is out of the world. Look at that. You can see it's already starting to change. Continue harvesting our peppers over here. We've got some more. This tree does need a bit of support, so it's something we are considering doing soon. We're just adding a stick or two just to help support it. Look how many peppers one plant produces. The key to our pepper harvest is that we feed our soil, and we feed it often. Again, we are just sisters that believed we don't need a big space to grow tons of food for our family and for our community. Something that you can do as well. So this is our pepper harvest for this week. Come along as we harvest some beans as well. Just gonna drop this scissor in here, but come along, let's harvest some beans. Started to harvest some pole beans, and from this trellis we're gonna get even more pole beans. So come harvest with us. There goes our scissor. Got it now. So here's our pole beans that we've interplanted with our tomatoes. So the pole beans provide nitrogen to our tomato plants, keeping our tomato plants from growing, and the more our tomato plant grows, the more fruit it then provides us. Of course, it is a bit hard to see these bean plants. If you are looking for plants to keep on producing and to last you through the winter, beans are it. And our preference is pole beans because they keep on producing. Unlike our bush beans, which grows and grows and eventually stops way before the season ends. Pole beans, on the other hand, keeps on producing. So just make sure you harvest continuously. And you can see in between there are some pole beans that we didn't manage to get to, and this just turns to seed. So next season we are already ahead of our growing season in terms of beans. We can just drop them right into the ground, and in the following season, when it does warm up again, our beans will sprout, germinate, and continue growing. This is basically a search of our beans. our bean harvest, but it is far from done. We still got more beans on this trellis as well, more on the trellis at the back. We still have bush beans to harvest beans from. So beans really is the plant it thinks it is, the plant that keeps on producing. We're gonna harvest some penny squash over here. We've been seeing quite a few pumpkin flies, so we're just gonna observe and make sure there is no hole. So I am seeing there's a bit of a piercing there, so I'm not sure if the pumpkin, it looks like the pumpkin fly made its way to this one. So this is going straight to the dustbin and not our compost heap. So there's a little hole over here, and that's where the pumpkin fly landed and laid its eggs. So that's going straight to the bin to avoid the worms growing and spreading to our other pumpkins. Going to observe this one because it is late in the season, and this one looks perfect. Let's harvest some kohlrabi together. Ooh, the stem is really hardy. Look at how beautiful this is. You can have this with stir fry. You could use it with and cook it just like you would your cabbages, or just eat it raw, completely up to you. But this is beautiful. If you thought you can't grow any winter crops in summer, this is your reason to still try. So both the leaves and our plant is edible, so completely up to you how you want to eat it or serve it. Let's move along to the next thing in our garden. Is our beautiful green hubbard pumpkin. Let's harvest it together. So we're just going to give it a knock. Nice hollow sound. Nail bed test, barely dense. We can see by the color also that it is pretty much ready. Let's cut it together. There we go, there we go. So this is the side it was sitting on, so it is a bit more yellow in color. And the side that was exposed to our sun is a lot greener in color. This is your sister's planted in an urban homestead. We've harvested green beans, bell peppers, beautiful green hubbard pumpkin, kohlrabi, and also chili peppers. This has been the perfect summer harvest, but it is not it for now. Stay tuned for the next video. It is bye for now, but we'll see you in the next one.